We have lost this election to a statement. We can only hope that President Bokai will not repeat the tragic mistake that we all made. And I'm vindicated. This is why I never participated in 2023 election, because I never had confidence in WIA. And let me state it for the record. WIA used all of us 2017 for one major purpose: to replenish his lost assets. The enthusiasm that has characterized the CDC during 2005, 2011, and 2017 election plummeted when WIA's only desire was to amass wealth for him, his family, and few cronies of his. We have lost this election. You left the party's memo in pawn. You left the executive committee of the Congress for Democratic Change and its coalition member of the NPP in pawn. You really think we don't know what you did? But we allow it to go, because technically you did the right thing for the country to leave the stage of this presidency. Honestly, in my opinion, you are the worst president this country ever had. And I will repeat it. You are the worst president this country ever had. You rule on the blood and sweat of sedition for your selfish reason. And then you hear stating that there were insincerity on the part of the party's leadership. You brave to even utter that word on the eve of a runoff. You had a very strategic meeting with Brownie Samoka in your Sokleton church. You think we don't know what happened? You never gave power because you wanted to give power or concede defeat. Two reasons. You never even had the ambition to become president again. You were fooling the sedition because your greatest fear was the party. You fear that the party will run after you. That's why you pretended like you wanted to run in this election. You left our young brothers and sisters in pawn, knowing very well the implication of a defeat.
Billboard of the new Ministry of Youth Sports headquarters. So we want to move from the basement there where we are, the sports complex. So we need your support. We need support of everybody. I know public works.
When you bring along the country, a consequence it come with. Why will Abiodun be discussing lack of power water? Why will Abiodun be talking the issue of electricity? Is it about the fact that I have a CDC speaker? I'm not here for that nonsense. When you break the law of the country, a consequence it come with. Why will Abiodun be discussing lack of power water? Why will Abiodun be talking the issue of electricity? Is it about the fact that I have a CDC speaker? I'm not here for that nonsense. CDC speaker. Who do you call CDC speaker? We are talking about Labripo is a CDC speaker. I'm telling you that we will burn down this section if these people don't work for the Labripo people.
Where you get the money from? Can't give me the money I can. Who? And I got no right to ask Waka. Waka not say what he. Waka that man for himself. Yeah. Waka not say what you got. No. Another. Waka get own money. A personal money. Yeah. Waka get money. A got money. Yeah. You got one in the country. Hey, who? What you trying to say? You got what you trying to say? You who? Nothing. Don't do it to Waka committee. Don't do it to him. I'm not telling you. The work is telling you. I'm not telling you. Yaga. I tell Yaga. The thing was to say, the thing will tell United Party, United Party will tell you something that thing why not supposed to tell. For what? United Party say, well, Yaga, me are not happy. I was not happy. And you don't hear it. I don't go there. Mayor, what did they get through? I really, you call the president. What can I even be in a country like this? It get me scared. And you so talking like that. When you can call us, I said, but who the human be like? It can be causing insult the president. It can be, it can no fear in him. And you so say like that. Why am I not get to Waka? I want to go around Waka way. You can go if you know what no. If you know, I tell you from today, never. Don't insult Waka. Don't start United Party. Don't insult them. And Yaga boy, maybe
The Viewpoint comes on every Monday to Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. The Viewpoint comes on every Monday to Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. The Viewpoint comes on every Monday to Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. The Viewpoint comes on every Monday to Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. The Viewpoint comes on every
Of course, folks, we're back again on the midweek presentation of The Viewpoint here on Punch 106.7 FM Punch TV Live. Wherever you are tonight, by whatever means you're listening to 106.7 and viewing us on Punch TV, we'd like to say a very pleasant welcome. It's always a pleasure having you join us on the Citizens Radio. This is the station where patriotism, we preach patriotism and nationalism. We believe that they are above self. They should be at the peak of Liberia's growth and transformation when it comes to patriotism and nationalism. So, welcome to it. We're beaming to you live from Punch House in 72nd SKD Boulevard, Thingsdale, outside the nation's capital, Monrovia. Welcome to this midweek, July 10, 2024 presentation of The Viewpoint with me, Jeff Jefferson. Couple of things to talk about this evening. And then we have a guest. We will be speaking with the UFO Commissioner of the Township of Congo Town, Honorable Edward Houghton Lahai. He will be our guest on the flip side of 8:30 this evening. So welcome to it, folks. Welcome to The Viewpoint. It comes your way Monday to Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is to try one more time. Whatever you find yourselves doing, you are about to give up, please. The moment you think about quitting, the moment it is at that time that your story gonna change. So just keep trying. Don't give up. Keep trying. Don't give up, because at the moment you feel like giving up, that could be the time of your success story. So our greatest weakness lies in giving up. But the most certain way to succeed is to try just one more time. Just give it one more try, and you're gonna see what's gonna come out of your struggle, your efforts, your work. Don't give up. Don't give up, folks. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. So just keep striving, keep trying, and you are gonna get there very soon. Couple of things to talk about, like I indicated, and then we can join our guest. Major amongst the things we are going to look at tonight is the launch of the National Agricultural Development Plan, a new 6-year agricultural development policy initiative. I don't know whether this is the first time, but I think this is very unique that the Unity Party-led government has finally made a decision to launch what is called the NADP, that's the National Agricultural Development Plan. It is a 6-year agricultural development policy initiative. We will bring you the details of the launch as was done today officially by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Liberia, Ambassador Joseph Yoma Borka. There were development partners, local, international, who graced the occasion, expressed their support to the initiative, and that this couldn't come at a better time than now to have a 6-year National Agricultural Development Policy Plan that will harness that. It is at the soul of the agenda of the Unity Party-led government, the arrest agenda that talk about agriculture. So it's just unique that the government in the first 6 or 7 months of its administration to do this. Couple of good things has been happening in the first couple of months under the Unity Party-led government. Whether you like it or not is the fight. Couple of good things have been happening, unfolding. Though there are some missteps, there are some mistakes. It's yes. And you are right to question the mistakes and the missteps, because it is a government that came to power, to governance, to some extent due to the message they preached about experience, having the expertise, and being knowledgeable when it comes to issues of governance. So you don't expect them to make too many mistakes. But again, mistakes are bound to happen. We as humans, we are not infallible. We will always make mistakes. So it is just similarly with the Unity Party-led government, couple of mistakes. But I can tell you for sure that there are more good things the government have been able to achieve in the space of few months than the mistakes. The mistakes are there, but what are the good things that have happened are in numbers or in their numbers than the mistakes. The mistakes will come, but they will learn from their mistakes. So before we go to the major talking point tonight, bringing you the details of the official launch and how significant it is to the arrest agenda, and not just the arrest agenda, but the citizenry, the nation, Liberia, and for us, the citizenry. Why is this NADP policy very significant for us? We spend millions of dollars transporting or importing our staple. When we have this soil, rich, a very rich soil, you know, Liberia. I was in a gathering. I attended a church activity today, and it's a summit, and we have foreign guests from attending that summit, foreign guests speaking, and the way they reference Liberia and how blessed Liberia is, and that Liberia is like the shining star in Africa. When Liberia is blessed, then obviously the entire Africa will be blessed. But so long Liberia is cursed, Liberia is underdeveloped, Liberia is suppressed and depressed. It has biblical, spiritual, it has a reflection on the African continent. So when I listen to these folks from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Uganda, other places who are in country attending a summit under the auspices of the National Christian Council of Liberia, speaking about soil and speaking about agriculture, it just coincides. These people are speaking about agriculture and how it benefits every society. And when you have the soil, anything you plant in this country, whether in your backyard, wherever you plant anything, it sprouts, it germinates. But why are we reluctant? Why have we become a society that is so much dependent? The ones we used to import our staple can be used, like the president indicated, to do roads, to do hospitals, to do different things developmental wise in our country. So we will get to that, and then we will pick our guests. But let me just inform you, there has been news of the resignation of the Minister of Finance and Development Planning. But there is something good I've understood from the reported resignation. Though the executive marshal has not confirmed, maybe while I'm speaking now, the executive marshal has confirmed receipt of the resignation of the reported resignation of the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Honorable Boma Kamara. But as I speak to you, the executive marshal has not confirmed the resignation of Honorable Boma Kamara. But what is good about the news? What is good about the news of his resignation? A couple of things happened, and I would like to bore you about what has been happening with the minister, the issue of his illness, and the president, reports of the president not having confidence in his ability to run the fiscal house of our country. But the good thing about it, unlike the former government, who did not have problem with Samuel Toy, and even to have the president, quote unquote, with reports not authentic, until the executive marshal can speak to this, then we say it is authentic. But what we hear in the corridors is that the president expressed lack of confidence in Boma Kamara due to some of the things that has been happening with the ministry in the space of 6 months, budget-wise, what's unfolding with the legislature, the lower house, the House of Senate, how they've been issued of disbursement of monies that should be allocated to the legislature, the House of Representatives, and a lot of things. Coupled with his ailing condition, reports of him being ill. At one point in time, it was denied. A statement released on the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning page that the minister was good in health. At that time, he was going to Kenya to attend AFDB summit or seminar or gathering that was convened in Kenya, Nairobi. So it was, in fact, they described the report as a Roman, politically motivated, that the Minister of Finance and Development Planning was good. until lately. And due to the reports, he did not adhere to the summons that came from the House of Representatives. A couple of times he was summoned for hearing to answer some questions. He did not show up until lately when he showed up. And contrary to what the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning posted on their page that he was good in health, that it was not the case. He has not been good with his health. And so he was pardoned. Like I said, there is something good about this. In the first 6 months of governance, to hear reports or to even reach to the point that your minister, one of your biggest cabinet officials, to resign, it speaks volume. Now, how many times people did not complain about Samuel Twell? How many times did former President Weah express lack of confidence in Samuel Twell? How many times from 2018 to 2023, there were outcries? I think when the 25-minute mop-up exercise came about, you just name it. People criticized the finance minister. There were cries. Even people within the ruling establishment did not believe in the leadership ability of the finance minister, the then finance minister. The former president did not listen. Samuel Twell completed 6 consecutive years. Now, let's do the analysis. In Samuel Twell that received, there were a lot of complaints, financial malpractice, this way and that way. We don't need to bore you about the details, you know. Samuel Twell maintained and retained his position as the Minister of Finance for 6 consecutive years, with former President George Weah having nothing to say, to criticize. He believed in Samuel Twell. And you saw the outcome. Even though there were reports of 10 million budget surplus, where you did not see budget surplus. The policies, the financial policies that were introduced were poor. You saw the outcome. You harmonize my salary and harmonize your votes. That tells you it is not a good policy. If you bring a policy that the people oppose, it's not a good policy. Samuel Twell was a failure. Even in the midst of the financial prudence he talked about, what happened? How many ghost names? The ghost names all over the place. The CSA through a ERSP project, try to clean names, and people doing double dipping, and you just name it. So, what kind of financial prudence did Samuel Twell bring to the governance of our country during the past 6 years? Yet he remained there for 6 unbroken years. Now I'm getting somewhere. I want to reflect. I want to bring something to your attention. When you see a government that will achieve, you will know it from the beginning. So if people started complaining about Samuel Twell, former President Weah did not listen. And the reflection reflected during the elections. You harmonize our salaries, we harmonize your votes. It played against the re-election. It's a fight. It played against the re-election of former President George Weah, whether you like it or not. So, in a new regime, Samuel Twell was the one who said, in the first year of former President George Weah regime, 27 million Liberians came out of poverty. Where? Even up to now, we don't really know the legislators have not come out with the complete report. I think one of the Senator Yantoy just spoke at the plenary of the Senate, asking for the complete report from legis and about the population of our about the population of our country, which will help in demarcation and how to allocate fundings for development in the various constituents that you just named, the various districts. But Samuel Twell was brave. He sat on state radio and said in the first year of former President George Weah regime, 27 million Liberians came out of poverty. The mesmerizer. So the mesmerizer remained as the finance minister for 6 unbroken years. Now, what's the logic I'm trying to push? This is a finance minister in the new regime who has just gone 6 months, and there are already complaints. Welcome, Honorable Commissioner. You can have a seat there. Yeah. In the space of 6 months, there are complaints, and there are also reports about the president not having confidence in him serving as a finance minister. So what happens? He resigns. Unlike the former regime, people say, no, they make it, they may not be a good finance minister. They paid deaf ear, and you saw the outcome. So I'm saying this to say, I'm emphatic about this to say that President Joseph Yoman Boakai will succeed if there are reports that you can't perform and he lacks confidence in you delivering. Mind you, he said some time ago that the train is running, the train is taking a pace. If you can't stand the pace of the train, give way. There are reports that Boma Kamara can stand the pace of the train. The pace of the speed is getting too much. So he said, let me give way. But until the executive marshal can confirm his resignation, it is reported. That's the first thing. So it's a sign of good governance that Joseph Boakai is out. He said people will be ashed. He doesn't want to dismiss you on executive marshal, so you better resign because it will spoil your CV. To say, and you want to work in the international cycle, to say, no, the government was dismissed. So you just step aside. That's a sign that serious government, yes, so that serious, they are out for business. If you can make it give way. This is just a beginning of many of them that will give way. Many of them who will give way. Many of these people will give way. If you can't make up with that pace that the president wants you to make up with, you better give it. There are other people who can better serve than you. If you were given the opportunity initially, many of you have been given the opportunity initially to serve. But you have to live up to the responsibility the president has given you. If you can't, step aside. So Boma Kamara is the first. Is he the first or the second? Yeah, I think he's the first. Yes, he's the first person. Now, the other thing I want to talk about here, my guest is already here, is what happened to the chief bodyguard of the president? We can see Tanu. For me, I can see Tanu behind the paper again. What happened to Tanu? Tanu is my own man. You know, during the campaign time, we were friends, but since the Papa became president, we're not friends again. The minute that big boys that they're just for the fun of it, and power can change, conditions can change. But Tanu, when we used to drink palm wine, we went Bon County, we went Lo-Fi, we went Sierra Leone, all other places. Yeah, but the men wearing the blue coat suit, the necktie, the dress, and the men I get time for. But I'm concerned that I'm not seeing the men behind the president. What happened to Tanu? They read something cool on social media. They say the man, you know, those who are sitting around the vicinity of the president's place there. It is alleged though. But you know, Tanu less money better. So you know. So in further, it is alleged that Tanu was over the Mabene to relocate the people who are sitting around the Pape place down there. They say getting money. They say some kind of news came. They say Tanu, instead of giving the people, they say give somebody her. Allegedly, you would take $90 and get you $10. You know, so the news backfired. So I think this can be the second one. The president, the Bible not dismiss you. The Bible says if you respect yourself, give way. You don't want pop the disgrace, but stay. How the news matter come up. So you see the importance of journalists. They see picking who were assigned with the JMB team during the election. They can see him, so they dig. They say, oh, that what happened. Myself about that team. Somebody may not dig the information because I told them, I said, gentlemen, why people can see Tanu behind the Baba again? You know, anyway, you see President Boga, you see Tanu. And to the extent there were reports that Tanu were giving a man a hard answer to go to the paper because here the paper senior poly guy, even for a man to go close. But he's a good security guy. He's committed himself to President Boga, dedicated on a serious note. But to tell you that the president is very serious when it comes to sincerity and honesty, integrity. So if what our colleagues journalists gather is true, it tells you that Joseph Boga is not all for fun. Even his security can get involved with corruption, he's out. He can be the best security guy who could even put his life on the line for him. But if he's corrupt and there are reports of corruption and financial malpractice, step aside. So many of you go and the paper the executive mansion, not executive mansion, but EGS. Watch the video and see what they see Tanu there and go back to the other videos. Recent videos or live, Tanu is nowhere to be found. Tanu, the ash has fell on Tanu. The ash has fallen on allegedly because of corruption. Similarly with Boma Kamara. So this is a lesson to all of you. Be careful before the ash falls on you. Joseph Walker is here for business. When your Christmas will be good, you know. The government will succeed. There is no doubt that this government will succeed. So let me appeal to the honorary commissioner. I will pick him by 8:45. But let me just bring a little detail about our launch today and pick few calls and then join the commissioner. A young, enterprising commissioner who the president has also given the ability, the president has also given the responsibility to serve the township of the very respectable township of Congo Town as a commissioner. Very young, enterprising, with the potential to deliver. So we're going to talk about his plans, his agenda for the township of Congo Town and what I know he's already hit the ground running. So we're going to have the conversation surrounding all of those as well. Now, I indicated earlier that I wanted to talk about the 20 million, 22 million money put in roll. I'll talk about that tomorrow because there's something you need to understand. So some of us will just hear money. Oh, the people put 22 million in road project. How? Why? You need to understand the basics of when they say 22 million. How is it? In fact, just 8 million the people not putting that project. Just $8 million they put in the project. So $14 million they say now. Just 8 million. So you need to tomorrow I'll talk about that because it's very important. We need to educate you people about some of the information you hear here on social media be running with it. So the launch of the National Agricultural Development Policy, a new 6-year agricultural development policy initiative. And let me just briefly pick us. So the president said, the president in fact declared today as a historic day and a day of impact upon the course and pace of the nation's forward march. And he said he stepped forth into the movement to announce a new 6-year agricultural development policy initiative dubbed Liberians Feed Yourselves Agenda as our National Agricultural Development Plan, NADP 2024-2030. With the contemplation and calculation invested into its formulation, this plan promises to reinvigorate I just want to reinvigorate our agricultural sector and enhance our self-sufficiency in food production. As we navigate the links of these challenging times of climate change and economic crisis that conspire to undermine human civilization across the globe, ensuring food security for our people is paramount. And I want a summary of this. Please give me the new script. I just want to do a summary because it's too long. Just want to get a summary. Yes, then we'll pick calls quickly and join our guests. I said earlier that I was part of a gathering today with foreigners who have come to our country to participate in the summit. In that summit, I And I'm shocked that these folks from Uganda, one of the speakers from Uganda, were talking about the benefits and importance of agriculture and how if Liberia is food secured or is food sufficient for ourselves, they can be not just, we refer to Lofa County as a bread how is it even called it of Liberia. If Liberia is food sufficient, Liberia will be able to give our food to all African countries. And I was shocked when they said that the growth and transformation of the continent of Africa is dependent upon the growth and transformation of Liberia. It's a fight, whether you like it or not. This is the first country. Uganda and Nigeria 62 years. Ghana and Nigeria, see the way they're going. We are 177. We are the grandfathers. We are the light. We should show the light, let the people follow, but we are dark. Now, darkness is not the normal darkness, even though we know that electricity is about darkness in mind, in thoughts, in our actions and inaction. We are dark in everything. Why are we spending $5 million or $30 million or $35 million or $10 million to give it to foreigner? No, sorry about saying foreigner or those discrimination to people to order out to import our food. So in a nutshell, the president has urged Liberians to embrace the call to revolutionize Liberia's agricultural sector and to live it. Now to live it, every one of us, some kind of way we will produce something, we will plan something. Now, officially launching the National Agricultural Development Plan, President Boubacar said the government wants to ensure that no one goes to bed on an empty stomach. No child is malnourished. No child go to school hungry. Now, when this NADP is being actualized, more jobs will be created, poverty will diminish, crime will be minimized, peace will reign, the Lone Star will shine, and all Liberians will want to call will experience growth and development. Just jumping into what the president said. They said the NADP is a game changer, a roadmap to more secure and sustainable future, and that is fortified, that when fortified with inventive strategies and propelled by modern technologies and comprehensive investment. What he intends to do with the project, with the policy. Referencing agriculture to the Bible of Liberia's economy, the president encouraged Liberians to take proactive steps to harness every potential in the sector, including bringing progress and development to the people. Liberia has vast tracts of arable lands suitable for rice cultivation, yet the country imports 70% of the rice and the rice the people consume. By doing so over the years, now this is the breakdown. The nation channel is scarce foreign exchange resources into importing food items they can produce. Why do we have the soil to produce, but we're importing? Instead, now, what the money could do. Now, the money we're using, we should instead be using the money to build roads, schools, and health facilities, and creating jobs to develop Liberia's human capital. That's what the president said today. The president said it is an unfortunate situation that must change. Giving foreigners money to import our staple. It is an unfortunate situation that must change. And the change begins with the NADP, a groundbreaking initiative designed to support and empower Liberian farmers to increase productivity and efficiency through strategic investments in agricultural infrastructure, technology, and research. The NADP brings a paradigm shift in food production from additional subsistence farming to large subsistence, making your small farm your home to in your garden, in your backyard, or to just feed you and your family. It's just say small to get money, but the rest of the food you eat it. So it's transitioning from subsistence farming to large-scale, sustainable, mechanized agriculture. The president added that as part of the programs, farmers will be trained. This is what I love. Will be trained in modern agricultural technologies and empowered. The farmers will be empowered with resources to undertake large-scale cooperative farms, and the political will. You know, if you like, you can launch 10 agriculture policies, but if you like the political will, so I like the fact the president emphasized it. Joseph Boakai is a serious president, not a joker, you're not playing fun, right? So he spoke about that the political will, he will deploy the political will to motivate everyone to embark on what he describes as a make or break agriculture journey. Folks, I have my guests. Let's speak few calls and then I can join my guests. No time to waste. What do you think about the official launch of the National Agricultural Development Policy, a new 6-year agricultural development initiative? Our first caller, good evening. Your name and where you call from, please. We lost you. Yeah, quick, get that phone on. 0778665. I hope that phone. Okay, thank you. The call is on the side. 07786656990 088056164 07786656990 088056164. Let's pick the caller on this. And good evening. Your name and where you join us from? Is this Mr. Meshe or Josiah?
You got it. There's Mr. Mitchell. How are you?
I'm good, Mr. Meshe. Please go ahead, sir.
Well, point of correction for the Commission of Congo Town. The president did not give me responsibility. The president used the formula of O plus A equal R. That is, the president has seen ability in him and given the opportunity. It is left with him to exercise responsibility. So
Great.
that's it. Now, you know, quick service. Tabatradin realized his harmonization. He criminalized harmonization. Now, if you talk about harmonization, for example, you make $150, I make $100. If you want to harmonize, then you elevate Muhammad out to 150, right? Then you 150 because we are in the same position. You're a secretary, I'm a secretary in different ministry. So but your harmonization was you make 50, I make 100. What happened to the other 50? They take it. So it was harmonizing. I will make 150, you make 150. We are occupying the same position in different ministries. So they do a good job. And to the president, you know, Romans 8:30 say when God predestined, he justified. Now his justification is the president's presentation for good governance. You hear what you say, or the good thing, and it's also interplay with the spiritual revolution that has come to redeem Liberia and put in place a Christopolic relationship. Understand me? So you heard about it talking about agriculture for empowerment to feed ourselves. So Liberia and Liberians, we're going to experience a blessing from God because Joseph and Jeremiah, which is biblical the leadership, going to straighten up everything in this country. So the next person that will come will be Jeremiah Kun. And after Jeremiah Kun, they will get relaxed because all good policies were in place for good governance. You understand me? So let me just rest on the note and take some more calls. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Meshe. Let's speak another caller. Hello, your name and where you call from, please.
Good evening, my brother Judge Everson.
Good evening, Josiah. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the extended recognition. My name is Josiah Smooth, calling from the Congo Town Peace Island. Commonly call 540. Jeff Jefferson, when I witnessed the program today, following that program, from the speech the president delivered to that program, it motivated me, gave me more courage that the campaign that we put all our oil into, telling people that JMB, Rosa Yuma Buakai, will be the right leaders for this country for the next 6 years. I was motivated. I have told people, I said, if JMB failed, he kept inhonorable when he failed in agriculture was my biggest disappointment ever in my life. Why I support him? Why? Because that's a backdrop of him. And now that he is speaking away and launching such programs, we pray and hope that it should not just be on the paper. It should be practicalized. That when he's leaving the presidency, we will be walking our head high, knocking our chest, that we are full insecure, that the next God will come.
Food security.
To continue it.
Just like you mean food security.
Very good. Now, no, when you go, you should say the bread basket, Nima bread basket, Bokan the bread basket, that all the kind of be bread basket. That when we're walking, we will say yes indeed. Instead of taking 8 million, 22 million, something that asking people to bring rest, they're hiking the price, then they're telling us, when government do this, we will not bring rest.
Thank you, Josiah. Thank you. Let's speak another caller. Hello, your name and where you call from, please.
Good evening. This is the man runner of the program Know Your Constitution.
Thank you very kindly.
Yeah, thank you,
joining
bro.
us.
You know, we got to pray because the biblical meaning of Joseph is not the ordinary name. I don't know, but for me, I'm just representing this president will do well.
Hello?
Yeah, hello? Are you getting me?
Yeah, you just slip. You just went off, but it's okay now. You can continue.
Okay, like I was saying that this president, I trust him. He's going to do well. In a much you know the meaning of Joseph biblically, then relax. Well, importantly, Article 7 of the Liberian Constitution talks about the right of Liberian to have control over the economy and the resources. Don't forget that when we were kids in elementary, the soil is also a part of the resources. We're not just talking about down gold, no. The soil, rich soil. We got information that we got foreigners here taking our rich soil, putting it in bags and carrying it in other countries. In Europe, the other part of the country, they import soil to grow the same food that we eat here today. I'm telling you something serious.
Wow.
So this is something that we need to take hold of. We need to get involved into farming, like the president said. Lord, let me tell you something. When they say security advisor to the president, they ain't just talking about police, AFL, the advisor. No. Food is also security.
Exactly.
Yeah. The abundance of food in a nation creates good environment for security. People don't know. They just want to get security, just in the middle. No. Each country getting involved into agriculture projects. And you see, fruits are living and coming to the middle. Look, my brother, let me tell you something. You see, Ivory Coast, why you think Florida don't travel? They don't care. Only one more of them. They produce everything home. Everything they produce at home that are magic. We got 15 counties, 7 into zones. Get involved. The act that created the agricultural ministry needs to be reformed. The Law Reform Commission, I hope they're listening to me tonight. The ARC Law Reform Commission, they need to get to work. There are a lot of acts that created the agencies and ministries around here need to be amended, my brother. It needs to face in modern day reality so the country can move forward.
Thank you.
You ask the agricultural ministry now, they will tell you, say they are created and they get involved into farming. They're only there to support corporations and do research on farming. Now, all they will tell you.
Thank you so kindly, my brother. I appreciate. Thank you so kindly for giving us insight as well. Right, we're going to the Constitution as well. So we'll hold on to the cause and let me see. We would love to. So the Commissioner of Home and Contempt on that. Hello, your name, where you come from? Okay, I wanted to take calls up till. By the way, looking like that. Hello, your name, where you call from, please?
Yeah, hello, brother. Hello, the many listeners. This is the brother Daniel, the recording from the Tuesday District number 4.
Let's hear you, Johnny.
Yeah, thank you very much for the discussion tonight, and for some of all who were next day today on live video, and we appreciate the president first for a great step for transforming the system in that form and manner of launching a good project. But one major thing I would like to recommend to the general public, including the Excellency, is the implementation aspect of this. Because most of the states
very keen, yeah.
They come in good face, but the project into the 15 counties. So those people should be people that have sincere mind that will be able to do the right thing as he himself has decided. So thank you very much for tonight.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. We'll now take a break and transition to our guests. Yes, we'll now take a break and transition to our guests. You can hold on to your calls. We'll pick up the calls when we shall have concluded with the conversation with our guest tonight, the Honorable Commissioner of the Township of Congo Town, in person of Honorable Edward Horton Lahai. So let's take this break.
We will. One of the reasons why we will. One of the reasons why we will. One of the reasons why we will.
Consequence, come with. Why will the bureau be discussing lack of power water? Why will the bureau be talking the issue of electricity? Is it about the fact that I have a CDC speaker? I'm not here for that. When you break the law of the country, the consequence, come with. Why will the bureau be discussing lack of power water? Why will the bureau be talking the issue of electricity? Is it about the fact that I have a CDC speaker? I'm not here for that nonsense. CDC speaker. Who do you call CDC speaker? We are talking about like people is a CDC speaker. I'm telling you that we will burn down this section if this people don't work for the laboratory.
All right, folks, welcome back. Let's now, like we've been referencing, we've had with us in studio the young enterprising commissioner of the township of Congo Town. He's been sitting for a couple of minutes, and we sincerely apologize for that. But let's join him, and he will officially introduce himself as we kick off the conversation. A very pleasant good evening, Honorable Commissioner, and welcome to the Viewpoint on Punch 106.7 FM.
Good evening, Jeff Jefferson, and it's a pleasure being in your comfy and illustrious studios. It's always a pleasure being here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now, it's a maiden appearance as a commissioner. I think you have appeared one or two different occasions before. You ascended, say, the president appointed or nominated, appointed you to serve as the commissioner. So you are appearing in your capacity as a commissioner the first time on Punch FM and the Viewpoint as well. Now, thank you for accepting our invitation to come, because we are very keen and certain about our interest lies in what you have as a package for the people of the township of Congo Town. It's a very unique township full of exuberant people who are determined, but there are challenges, or there are numerous challenges facing the township as well. But I'm also aware that you've hit the ground running, and tell us, how did you meet the commission? That's the township, and how is the township, and what has been the reception from the residents of the township, and what are they said to you confidentially, impressing individually? What are some of the things that the folks have said to you, and have do they believe that you can actually make the township, or take the township to that level that they think, that appreciable level that they think the president has given you the ability to do so? Let's hear from you, sir.
I think for the people to believe that you can deliver on some of the many challenges that they are faced with, it don't necessarily have to be said on the radio. It have to be done through your actions. We have said a lot. We have talked a lot. We have promised a lot. And as a young man, I believe this is an opportunity to deliver on some of the things we have spoken about in the past. We have been given an opportunity. We too have criticized. We have spoken against some of the ills of the society. And when this opportunity is afforded us, we need to deliver on some of these things that we spoke against before. And that is exactly what we are trying to do, in the Congo Town Township. And when we were nominated, we received a lot of commendation, congratulatory messages, and some advices and consciousness to make sure that we deliver. We didn't take this call for granted. And I want to appreciate the President of the Republic of Liberia for trusting a young man to lead the people of Congo Town. I think this is a responsibility that we are taking very seriously, and we are bringing a lot of innovation to this position to make sure that the purpose of the decentralization, for which the president is so much interested in, and in his inaugural address, he proposed that the Ministry of Local Government should be formed.
Yeah.
And that is the purpose of his interest in the formation of the Ministry of Local Government is for the people to feel the impact of the government. And we as representatives in these local government areas must be connected to the people. And I can say to you, Jeff, you are a journalist. I want you to do your background investigation. Go to Congo Town, walk around, speak to the people. Let the people give you an impression of what they feel or what they think about my nomination to that position and how they believe that we can transform the Congo Town Township, because we are not taking things the way it used to be. We are not trying to continue with the bling game. No, what we are trying to do is to find what is missing, what is spoiled, what was damaged before, and make sure that we fix it. That is why we are here. We are here to fix things. That is why they named the mission Rescue Mission. When you come to rescue, you pay attention to details. You don't complain. You don't find fault on your predecessor. No way. What you do is that you look for the problem, identify them, find a solution, implement. And that is exactly what we will continue to do for the rest of the time. We'll be at the Congo Town Township. And the township is turning 100 this year, established 1924.
A very historic township.
Yeah, 100 years. And we want to make sure that 100 years should be remarkable. So that is why we are kicking the ball rolling right now. You know, a township office that was almost falling is currently beautified. They have changed tremendously.
Fully renovated.
Fully renovated. You go there now, a place that was anti-technologically is now technologically friendly. You go there, you will see computers, you will see people working, and we are working on installing an internet service at the office tomorrow. So the Congo Town Township, I don't know about other townships around the country. I believe Congo Town Township is the first township office that will have internet service 24 hours. And we are trying to do a lot of things to make sure we transform that place. It's not only about the office, it's about the various communities. So we are trying to build relationship with community chairpersons, make sure to get them involved.
Let me just interject this. If the office is up to date, then the communities will be up to date, but the office is not up to date. How will the community be up to date? So let you up to date first. Then you can look at people in that. Say if you put it up to date now it's time to go in the communities.
And that is exactly what we are trying to do. We are going to the community, make sure we engage the community leaders, the young people, community chairpersons. We want them to be involved with the activities of the township, because the purpose for which that commissioner office is in Congo Town is because of the people. It's not just because a commissioner is supposed to sit there. No, that is the reason why we are trying to get them involved. So we are bringing some of the community young men, women, to get them involved with the activity of the township, because it has to be about us, not just the commissioner. It has to be about the community leader. They need to get involved. They need to be a part of the transformation that they want. And normally, you know, we go to other countries, we see the people country, we see the country fine. We come back to our country and want to behave different. No, we should start adapting these things and make sure our country reach to the standard that we want it to be. To do that, we need to get involved. We need to get involved.
We need to get involved. I know if not much, but I think I've been around. I've been knowing the past predecessors. your most recent predecessor is former commissioner Mensa Suku. Okay, he was a good brother. He's still a good big brother. Before him was Katan. Yeah, Ade Katan. I did work for her as well. I think that I was with Truth FM, used to do some work for her. But there is a difference with her time and with the time of your most recent predecessor. I must say for a fact, the way that office was functional, it wasn't functional like that. And sorry, this is why we say these folks, the CDC, did not do well for people who struggled for them, who was there for them. They could not. I'm coming to a very critical question, Joy, that you addressed. They could not look back on the people. That's why you say you have to renovate the office. That place was like, it doesn't represent. It did not represent the office of the historic township of Kumbotan. It was not. It was not. A place that you can go and feel comfortable and so. But he now, before and after, you see. So yeah, I was there. He's a good. I said Mesa is a very good big brother. I know confidential. He says some things, and this is where the question comes in. What's the difference? Because I know the township and economic zone to some extent, and there are a couple of things that will come out, the issue of lands and all the things, you know, how they call it, the Boulevard Junction will come out, the senator at Boulevard Junction, all the things will come out, go to the LY Junction as well, and go into other places. Now, when the CDC took over, the MCC took over, Jefferson Koji made sure that it's much more collection or other things that's here or the township. He took everything came on our MCC. And I'm telling you this, all the commissioners, the economic things they used to do to keep their offices running, it goes stored. And Jefferson Koji told them you'll be reporting to me. And commissioners will go to Jefferson Koji office, MCC, they will sit there for 5-10 hours. Koji ain't get time for the coach. So tell us, is that going to be the case? Is what you met? Is it because that was what they said? Even the PCC had the PCC Corporation had issues with the Memorial City Corporation. You know, there was confusion there. They were not working together, understandably understanding one another. Since what have you seen? What have you observed? Has the situation changed, or is it going to be the same thing? That you're going to the city corporation or MCC will take control of the township, of the businesses, and give percentage. Then you go to the office and they come to the office, will engage them, you sit there for 2-3 hours, they may not get a chance. They may talk to the ministers and other people who is a commissioner. So let's see, let me get an opinion on that.
So when you rescue, you restore. Now, I don't want people to believe that those commissioners are strangulated because MCC took everything. No, they got stranded because they what they deserve.
But MCC took.
I'm coming to that. Right? There was an agreement signed on the 3rd of January, 2019. That agreement was for 1 year. The lifespan of the agreement was for 1 year, right? After 1 year, 2020 January 10th, the agreement expired. There was no new agreement. No new agreement was signed, right?
Really? Okay.
We don't know whether there was a gentleman agreement between the two municipalities where they were transacting off record. We cannot speak to that. But the evidence in our hand shows that the township of Kongotan had an agreement with the MCC for 1 year. After that 1 year, when you have an agreement with somebody and the agreement expires, you are free and the person is free, right? You're supposed to start moving on normally the way you used to move because you were only tied to that person because of the agreement, right? That agreement expired. Now, The conversation around that agreement should have been the commissioner engaging officially, so that when a new commissioner comes, you will meet something on the pole. You should have engaged the Moravian City Corporation officially, probably by communicating with them and say, okay, the agreement we have with you is expired. We don't want to renew this agreement, or we want to renew this agreement because it's benefiting us. That wasn't done, right? So the operator on a gentleman agreement, possibly for the last 5 years. That gentleman agreement continues. And then what happened is that because of that agreement, right, the township could not feel leadership, right? Imagine I'm taking over a township where they tell me that the bank account is dormant. A whole township, Congo Town. Wow. Bank account is dormant. That means there was not active transaction going on with the bank account, right? What can we do to transform that?
Because they will not raise money.
Definitely. What can we do to transform that? Right?
They will not involved with anything about revenue generation.
We have to be gradual, right? But the fact that that particular probably gentleman agreement continue, you change the head of an entity, you don't change the system at the same time. The system is there. So that system continues. Currently, there are buildings going around for businesses that are in the Congo Township. So what the new mayor did was he called all of the township commissioners and said, we need to have a conversation. If we are here to rescue, we must review these documents. We must do the right thing. And currently we are having conversations surrounding that. And we will make sure that it is our responsibility as commissioners to push the interests of our township. Yes. So if you go to these meetings, you push the interests of your township and your people, because the sole responsibility for which you are charged is to make sure that you protect your people and make sure to enforce ordinance and implement other government policies and programs that will affect the local government for which you represent. And I can assure the people of Congo Town, in the ongoing conversation, we are going to defend their interests. We are going to make sure Congo Town will not be the same again. We are going to transform Congo Town. Congo Town will be great again. I can assure them.
Congo Town will be great again. The other issue about is there's a lot to talk about, because that is an historic township, and like the name, that most people living in Congo people, that both people, they had to deal with that. Is that the case?
I don't believe
they
so.
They get all the land. Because of that land
I don't believe so. Let me tell you, the people want to transport with the authority. They want to talk to you. They want to see you. They want you to be involved with their activity. But you got to avail yourself, right? So I call, in fact, there was a drainage issue. The water camp, it overflowed the place. The place is flooding. I called the people to meeting. I said, we cannot be living in this place. The floor is taking over us. What we need to do to minimize this floor is open the drainage, right? I mean, these people were very supportive. In fact, they went back without informing me. And then few hours later, they called me and they said, Commissioner, he said, we're cleaning the drainage this coming Friday. I said, yes. They said, don't worry about food. We'll provide food for everybody that will be working. They want you to get involved with them. They are not hard to deal with. The people of Congo Town are not hard to deal with. Let me tell you, we are going to build a relationship with these people, and we'll do a lot. We'll do a lot with the involvement of the people. If you keep the people away from their leadership, you will face difficulties. You will face difficulties. The people got to be involved, right? The experts have alarmed us that Congo Town is a hard zone for flood. We can sit and wait for people to come from outside to start assisting us. We need to start showing some level of impact in our own community. So I'm having meetings with these very community youth chairpersons. We need to mobilize the young people. We need to get in the water. I told them, I said, myself will be in the water. We will open this drainage line together. Let's reduce flooding. If we don't do that, the rain will come for us. We will run away from our homes. The water will take our mattresses away. We cannot wait. We must do something. That is the kind of motivation that people need. They don't need you to go sit in your corner, act bossy. I'm the boss, I'm the commissioner of town, and you are carried away by this arrogance and pride. No, I don't. In fact, I sit in places, people come there, and then people introduce me and say that the commissioner. I said, "Man, commissioner, you're not nobody." That's how I want to be. I want to be involved with the people. I don't want to be someone when I appear that they are intimidated. No. And with their involvement, I can show you what you are.
Great. Now let's come to Boulevard Junction. And there's somebody sent me a text before your appearance. They wanted you to address the situation for the business people, market people. I see some level of sanity. I see those who are selling with the stick umbrella all over the place. People are building decent structures and we just think so. Just give us an overview of what is happening.
So,
and your tax force, you have tax force working. What kind of collaboration do they have with the police? Because they have their booth right there, and they also want to be at home.
So Boulevard was one of the first places. So people were driving along that route. Normally what they see is mission, and we're able to work with the mayor. Some equipment. We mobilize the same people.
Or Monrovia?
Monrovia.
Okay.
Monrovia. And mobilize the same. They brought their own mission, right? They were participating. We made them to understand that if this is where you want to be, this place is a fifth slave to those who are traveling along this route. You need to join us to make it better. We spoke to the money changers. You can't be putting stake in old umbrella on the road. No way. Everybody need to get it. Aluminum buses, new umbrella. And when you go to Boulevard Junction, you see most of the money changers got aluminum buses with new umbrella, right? So we encouraging every money changer.
You can't be changing money.
Yeah. Every money changer in the township of Congo to start thinking about transforming. So I told the business people one time, they keep to me, I told them, let me tell you, don't think about your life being at the same state after a long period of time. You need to start thinking about transitioning. To transition, you need to prepare yourself for your transition. So what you do, if you are changing money in a state box, you have to start preparing to get the aluminum bars. You need to start thinking about building your money in your foreign exchange bureau. That is, if we all become progressive in that form and manner, this country will transform. The country cannot transform only by government implementation. No, the country has to transform by the national transformation of the mind of every citizen. If you carry on development, somebody else carry on, the country will change. If we wait for government to carry on all the development, the government will struggle, and at the end of the day, we will complain. We change government.
The government has competing priorities.
Yes. So we need to get involved as citizens. That is the kind of mindset we need to start creating for people. Some of us who are national leaders now, right? We need to start finding time to create this kind of lectures for our people. We need to make sure to understand that we are their leaders and we must help them to grow. It's not only about sitting in the office. No, we need to go to the communities. We need to go to the communities, talk to the people, motivate the young people. How can we tackle drugs? Drugs is a serious issue. Let me tell you. An assessment that we did recently, right? It shows that there is this less information about the effect of those harmful drugs than the publicity that it received when it started to treat these young people. Somebody prefer to talk about. You see somebody recording a man sleeping with his head. You trying to promote that, right? Why can't you promote a certain session with young people where you are encouraging them and telling them the harm of those, bad and illicit drugs? That is something we need to get involved. We need to start going to the high school. We need to start telling these young people about the effect of those drugs. We need to start informing them, because when they get it, If we inform more people,
So that's part of your agenda in the township.
definitely we want to go to the young people. We want to inform them about the harm of those drugs so that they stay away from it. If you know this thing will kill you, you will stay away from it. Right? What we believe is that a lot of the young people who are taking these drugs, they are not distracted. So they go, they just sit somewhere, one tea shop, everybody lecturing. And after 10 minutes, when they were serving at the tea shop, 6 men go to start taking food, only the men sitting by itself. You'll find a way to get around these guys. You need to start distracting these young people. We need to find a way. We need to create programs for the young people to distract. Friday, young people are doing their school campuses and going to the beach. What can we do to stop them somewhere? You understand? These are comfortable.
And your township,
I'm going to have a
township is people to the beach.
Yes, I'm going to have a meeting with all beach
You're
owners.
gonna have tax store along the beaches on
Yes,
weekends.
we are going to have
Fridays.
a meeting with the beach owners very soon, right? We need to work along with them so that we until minimize school going kids going on the beach during school hours. It can't happen. You don't want that to happen. We believe that during school hours, these kids should be in school. And that is the reason why we are improving on the task force. You spoke about it. We are improving on the task force. When I was nominated after my confirmation, I visited the office. I noticed that we only have one person serving in the task force. One. And he was the task force commander. One.
Yeah, I know the brother is very hard work.
One.
You're in the midst of how they
Yeah.
that
One task force.
is still
Currently,
competitive.
currently, we have about 25 men going on training, and we are going to pick 15 of them to start with because we don't have the capacity to bring large number of people. We want to create streams of income for the township, and then we can incorporate. One of our responsibilities is to innovate to create jobs for the young people. You cannot sit and wait for national government to create jobs all the time. No. If you're a township commissioner sitting somewhere, you need to start finding places in your township where there can be streams of income for the township to incorporate these young people. I was able to get some money and I told my people we need to start the car parking system.
Okay.
We are going to launch that at Boulevard Junction very soon. They started the marking already, right? After that marking, they almost done. That marking got to stretch all the way to the end of the township around Police Academy Junction. Cars parking all year, all the day. They don't pay any money to the township. The township is strangulated financially, and we have ways that we can generate money.
Too many. They park the cars. They go and booze.
Yes.
Or they pay
So
for the
somebody park
parking.
their car, they go drink 50 beer, 60 beer, give us $35 of that money liberty. Meanwhile, you're US. Give us $35 liberty and park somewhere down there for an hour or sometimes.
And we'll protect your car.
And we protect your car. We have our taxi there, our car parking attendant will be there. We have the uniform for the car parking attendant already. It's ready.
Wow.
The task force uniform is
So
ready.
no, I didn't make a mistake when I said you have hit the ground running.
We gone. Because if you wait to start getting those things before you move, you will be slow. In order to not be slow, you need to look for the necessary ways to attract. You know, if you don't attract the people to the township, let me tell you, people come to visit the office and they say, "Oh, at the township office here, I used to be thinking they play at police station."
Yeah, in the interpretation of a police station, one of the any places in the country had a police station.
Yes. So they were telling me the thing. So when they come to the
Comfortable places.
yeah. When
That
they come
police
to the
station.
office now, when they see the ambience we have created,
And we hope that
And they-
Governor can take the not with me and I mean have the most amongst the most uncomfortable places to go in this country, the police station.
you know,
You know
when you come to the township now, you see the people come to the township. Say, "Oh, now the township office here. Are you the commissioner? Commissioner here for you.
But you can't blame your PD mesa. That was
Yeah,
struggle
I'm
with
not-
that man.
You see, that's the reason why I'm not mentioning him a lot, right? I don't want to blame him for all the things that happen.
But the devil want to
Right?
know that
Yeah.
the devil
I don't want to blame him for everything that happened, right? And I don't want to dwell too much in the past.
Yeah.
What I want to do is to identify where the problems are and find immediate solution. That is what I'm here for. That is what I'm here for. I'm not here to dwell on the past or lack. We are here for solution. You know, we come in, we say we a rescue mission. If you go to rescue, you pay attention to details. Don't get distracted. Because one distraction, you to lose track. Be here to rescue. Let's do this.
You're hearing the great last confidence in you. You have to resign like Brahma. We are hearing the president has confidence in you. Just get away because you know what's the yeah, so I like the innovation you've come with, the hitting the ground running, and you know, apart from being you've come up with and one another, you know, I know what you stand for. You've been pushing for good things for young people. What are CKNE? You said the masses. 10-degree masses. So the men who are pushing for 10-degree masses, they can get opportunity there. He do anything. Why? For questionability. For question what you say about 10-degree masses. Now progressively, you know, you have to. I know the innovation you have where cut across where we leave the shores of Liberia, go outside. There are other historic townships in other countries, and you're talking about doing partnership and they help you with equipment, logistic. That township you get one, maybe an annual said that, or you making they get one people about talk about that. So let's talk about that as well. And you can have a historic township to come down with more people and all the other things, and then you get office card.
So according to the latest census, we have over 91,631 people in the township. That is a big number. And I'm very sure that I'm going to grow that. And to cater to that number, you need to do a lot. That is the reason why sometimes I'm around in the community, moving around, talking to people at midnight. Because you're talking about logistics. When I went to the township,
this is that the king about the township is management, the collection of waste.
When I went to pay a visit to the township office after my nomination, you know, and then I just asked questions. What are your games for such thing? We didn't have anything, no broom. So broom was the least mentioned, right? So we have to make sure we talk to other people who have the influence, you know. Currently, the township 5 wheelbarrows, 5 shovels, good, 20 brooms. We got 10 rakes, right? 2 grass cutters, you know, flower cutting machines. And let me tell you, that is just zero of what we need. Because this gone Saturday, we do a massive campaign. There were over 100 young people spread out in different parts of the township. And to execute that successfully, we had to call other friends to assist us with their materials. In my without the influence we struggle. So moving around, you know, people have a whip or a movie. Let me tell you, we need to start getting away from the whip up.
Yes. It's
a form of hard labor.
Labor intensive.
Yes, we need to start getting away. The township was about to start thinking about getting those machines. I saw those guys using this going Saturday, right? We're supposed to be having multiple of them, right? If you want young people to go into roadside brushing, they should not be struggling. You know, they should not be struggling. So you constrain them. We need to start finding ways to make things easy. And as a young man, I can assure the young people, once we are in the township of Congo Town, we will continue to make things easy for our people. That is why we are called for. And the last time I was having a conversation with somebody, And the person was telling me, my man, you ain't got anything, you ain't got capacity. I said, no. The reason is that we need to start thinking about creating capacity beyond, right? So the township, we're supposed to have our own fire truck at least.
Yes.
Have a truck, have a front hand loader. We ain't supposed to be struggling to remove our waste, right? We're trying to negotiate to create a holding site for waste. Let me tell you, waste management is a very serious challenge. I went to Old Road the other night, 10 o'clock Saturday, enter the market, Jeff.
They're generating waste, but no.
I will show you the stockpile of dirt. In fact, where the people selling, you can see the dirt on the market table. The dirt is on the market table and the people selling there. Can you imagine? Look at this. Right? You see the dirt in the market. It's like what the hell of the market say, madam. You're selling in this market and this dirt is here in this kind of quantity. It needs to be removed. You know? She said, oh, nobody will call it. I said, let me tell you, all the necessary people who are supposed to remove this waste to take them away. So normally you give the dirt to our less fortunate brothers, the way you go to pay, and then they bring it right back to your house. So the community cannot stay away from that because the community people giving it to these guys, and the guys will bring it right back to the same community. They ain't going anywhere. So remove waste from the community. We get a registered CBEs who are registered and have the capacity to remove these waste to holding sites and from there to the landfill. That's the only way. At a qualified junction, I just walk around. I told the people, I said, let me go ask today where you can put your waste. I just go to the other person. Like, how are you? Where your trash can? No trash. Where you can put your waste? I want ball. Yeah, where t-shirt? Can you imagine? So I had to contact one waste management company. So they blessed. I told them, come. What we'll do, you will remove waste from this, all these business people, you remove waste from them for 2 days free. Don't take money from them. Do that for me as a friend. And he removed the waste. We need to the quantity of waste that man took from that place. And then I called into a meeting. So let me tell you, you can't keep your waste all the time. Get these people, give them small money. Let them remove your waste every day. I don't want to come to your business and stockpile of there. Let me tell you, one of the things our people do, they will build on the edge of the swamp, there where they can go through the day. The day of June for the township quite recently. You need to tell you, the June display stockpile of dirt at every point at the edge of the swamp. If you put dirt to the swamp like that, you push in the water.
Yeah, flooding.
Yeah, it'll come back for you. You know. So these are solutions that we need to find. It's challenging, it's difficult, it's cash intensive, but we need to find ways to make sure we minimize them gradually until we reach the point of eradicating it.
Educating the people to
creating awareness. That is why we are going to formulate the community service department at the township. Those people will be responsible for creating awareness in the rural community. We engage the communities regularly. That is why we want to get the community leaders involved. Because when you get them involved, when you go to that, they will lead the team. Yeah.
Great. So I know you didn't particularly speak to that about engaging other township historic, whether it be in America or Europe. Is that part of the plan you think?
Yes.
Because they have the capacity when it comes to equipment or issues to help it based on your needs.
Yeah. There is not a lot of history of township commissioners traveling out of this country to negotiate with other commissioners of township outside of Liberia. And when the mayor of Monrovia mentioned that our last meeting we attended, I saw it as something interesting because township commissioners should not be limited to just Monrovia. You need to expand. You go to other townships, see what they're doing there. Look at the system. Let me tell you, you go to I think that you government can make township computers in the offices. You go to this place and they put run a place like the outside of the world. It should not be like that. So you get businesses in the township. You ask your people who's supposed to be keeping record. How many businesses will get here? Cheap. You can get it. Now we can get it. We can get it. So I told them, I said, we can get it. We in the township, we live here. We know where these businesses. Why can we keep them in a database? So other commissioners that will come, they will not have to struggle to find, where how many
Yeah.
businesses. No, it can be like that. So that's the reason why we brought computers. Initially, we know we have other computers coming, for some of our partners and friends. And maybe my friend Jeff will give me one computer to add to it.
Yeah.
And then we'll make sure that we build this system so that other commissioners that come after us, they don't have to struggle the way we are struggling. Let's try to fix things in this country. And let me tell you something I noticed. In our country, if you want to fix things, those who are not progressive start getting mad, start getting irritated about some of the things you do, and then they start to find a way to fight back at what you want to do. Do not pay attention to them if you're a progressive person. Ignore them. Do what is right. That is the only way we will change this country. You go to the place, they go tell you that the system you here. That the system you here. Can you imagine? It should not be all the time.
Sure.
We need to change some of these systems. That's the only way we can change the country. If we change the system, we change the country. If you keep the same system and just bring new people, the new men operating with the old system, that means the system is still there, and then the country will continue to struggle. So we have the responsibility to make sure that gradually we must transform this old system. Yeah.
Gradually, we have a responsibility to transform the whole system. And let me just play about your
that I can assure you. What makes a leader great? You don't make yourself great. Whoever you make it great. I bring myself the humility. There's a hallmark of the day. Someone in the district, in the township, we do not see previous commissioners. So that we can send the ideas. We put it together, and someone just say in the very letters to talk to our brothers and sisters, so that we can help work it all together. And it's a teamwork. So we say thank you.
Thank you, Josiah. Let's pick another caller. Hello, your name, where you call from, please. Rio Ferdinand, let's hear you, Rio. Let's hear you, Rio.
Good evening, my dear brother.
I'm sorry to show you about your accuracy. Yeah, thank you so much for the law work done so far. So, then I my point because God taking over the township and put about those there we thought it to be clear. I get your activity was placed. So, whatever you do, when you stay there or are you going to remove them?
Thank you so kindly, Rio. Let's pick another caller. So, there is feedback, but the working on it. Hello, your name, where you call from, please.
Good evening. This is the voice of Joseph P. Yeneke, and I call from the Boulevard.
Let's hear you, Yeneke.
Yeah, thank you all so much to you for the program, and thank you to our Honorable Commissioner in studio. I want to congratulate him by the President appointing him to lead the people of Congo Town. Our President is a visionary man, and he will always bring people with vision on board in order to transform our country. For the past 2 months, I've seen the working of Honorable Laha and his team, and I am very impressed as a young man to see a young man doing the thing that other people did not do or other are not capable of doing. So I want to commend him. I pray for him. And I want to thank Ambassador Boakai. Thank you ever so much for appointing a young man to come and take over the oldest township within the Republic. We talk about government inclusion. So we bring young people and old people together that have the understanding to do those things that are right in order for our country to move forward. But I also have some issue when it relates to the township. The township is a very big township, and they got people opposing view. The commissioner earlier said that we live in a society where when you are progressive, other people try to be anti to you and they try to bring you down. It is true. So I want to know from the commissioner, what can we do with these people? We need to motivate them to be progressive.
Thank you. We need to motivate them to be progressive. We have too many people on the line, so let's pick more callers. We take out 1 minute now each, and then we can give other people the opportunity to call on 0778 665 699 088. Somebody says you announce the numbers again: 0778 665 699 088 0561 644 0778 665 699 0880561 644. We have of us in studio the Young Enterprising Commissioner of the Township of Congo Town, Honorable Edward Horton Lahai, the chairman. He needs to be the chairman of the third degree masters. Mr. Miche, let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, thanks, JJ. I want to commend the commissioner, Commissioner Lahai. So what they said earlier, that the president gave him the opportunity because the president has seen the ability in him. His explanation shows that he's exercised responsibility, motivating the inhabitants to make sure that the environment where they do their business is clean and that you elevate them their lives. Because you can't be changing money and be eating cassava. Understand me? Those are our country food, but the thing is, you should make the place yourself decent by using my aluminum stand and umbrella, because that place is a trespass place. and I like his strategy. But I want to recommend that he and the city mayor, Brother John,
Best
to
man.
work together. Now, during the 80s, what President Jones would do every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays, 3 times in the week. The truck, at that time I was living on Clay Street, the truck would blow horn and come around in the community. And all these dice, we will bring it and we'll put it in the truck. So the community will clean. Now, for the market area, my recommendation is there should be a truck parked at each market site to avoid people putting dirt on the ground. Now, you will build a plank steps with the anchor hanging in the back of the truck. People will take the dirt and dump it straight into the truck. When that truck is full, it goes away, another truck replaces it. That's my recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you so caller, Mr. Meche. Let's pick another caller. Hello, your name and where you call from, please.
Good evening, Jefferson. This is Martin Gosu from Wonja, and I call you from Electoral District number 5, Moshavado County.
Let's hear you, Martin.
Okay, thank you, my brother. And let me say good evening to my dear brother, Oromo Elwo Horton Lahad.
Good evening, Martin.
The commissioners of Congo Town. You know, Jeff, let me say this to you, my brother. Even though I'm in opposition to the current government because I hail from the CDC, but I believe after election, we got to build our country. Exactly. We have to do away with the issue of politics. We have to focus on the national agenda. When politics comes, we play the politics. That's why when the country was appointed by the president, some of us willingly will get around to see him succeed.
I saw your post. You welcomed his appointment. I saw your post, my brother.
Oh, yes, we did that because he's a young man. We've been working with him from the angles of the third degree master. I'm a full member as well for the third degree master. And from
the name will not forget about the third degree masters. Oh.
See, the Congress incident is a hard-working young man. Go to the Congo Township today. When you see the office there, you will know what we are talking about. The Congress are transformed. In just few weeks, he has transformed offices of the township. We want to say to him, we will work with him as a young people within the district. In fact, very soon some of us will move to the township to give him a helping hand. We will rally around him so he can be successful. Guess what? It can be life successful. Young people in town to come will be trusted and they will be given public position to serve. So for the fact that we have our company then fitted to that level, we will rally around with giving the necessary support so he can be successful in whatsoever that he wants to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you so, Carla Martin, for your participation. Let's pick other callers as well. Let's keep it at 1 minute, please, because we want to pick as many callers as possible. Hello, your name and where you join us from, please.
Hello.
Good evening, your name and where you call from.
You are Newton Cordon Township.
Let's hear you from the township, my brother.
No, honestly, I want to say, I want to have also my commissioner for the presentation tonight, and we believe that Congo Town is on the right path as we move forward. But then we also understand the fact that we spoke on the issue of drugs issues, education, and we understand that we believe in youthful activities, and we are willing to work with him in every aspect to deliver Congo Township and the station was. And the team is doing everything possible. But then we also want him to work along with other cities, be able us to get Congo Township on the path. We believe in him, we trust him, we work with him. Thank you very much.
Thank you so kindly. Another caller.
Thank you, Mr. William and Honorable Commissioner. Number 5.
Honorable Secretary General, welcome.
Thank you. And let me say this. I think this appointment is the best in the history of the township of Congo Town. It was a very good thing that our president appointed this individual who has the ability to transform the township of Congo Town to its very best. So I want to say Honorable Commissioner, you have our blessing. As for me, as an individual, I'll give you my fullest support because I know your work.
Thank you very
much.
much.
And I want to caution you, please, big brother. You are a very busy big brother, but I want you to lead and set a precedent that will serve as deterrent to future leaders and stay out of politics. Because anything makes politics in the township, in the township, it will be a disaster. So I beg you, brother, you have my support. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly, DJ, for your call. We're picking more callers as well. Hello, your name and where you call from, please.
Good evening.
Good evening, you live. Your name and where you call from.
Let me say good evening to the listening audience. The name is Martin TV, and I phone you for my resident in district number 5.
Let's hear you, Martin.
To the Commissioner Lahar, and I think we as young people in the city, we are willing and prepared in the township to be able to work with him to make sure that he succeeds. He's a very young man, and he's very creative and innovative. For the past time, some of us have visited our office. We have seen his workings, and I think if he succeeds, all of us as young people will succeed. So we are calling on all people into the township to rally around him to make sure that he becomes one of the best commissioners into the Republic of Liberia. Bravo to you, and I thank you for the opportunity for him.
Thank you so kindly, Martin. We're squeezing in a few more calls and Ray John, the Honorable Commissioner, to respond and say one or two and give his parting comment on this presentation of the Viewpoint on Punch 106.7 FM. So you have the opportunity now to call, so you can have your say on 0778665699, 08805616440, 0778665699, Let's rejoin the Honorable Commissioner. You listen to the callers, many commendations, some suggestions, and you've gotten a lot of support that you can succeed as a young man, because it will mean well for national leaders to give young people the opportunity to serve. So you can be that individual that can be seen as an example. Or we gave Edward the opportunity to serve, that he did not. He showed to us that young people can lead. They are not too young to lead. So let's hear you, sir.
Okay, so I want to say thank you very much to the many callers. Your words of encouragement, your motivation, and your statement of support.
Hello? 30 seconds quickly. Hello, your name and where you come from?
Augustus calling from Pasota community.
Let's hear you, Augustus.
Yeah, I want to appreciate the Honorable Commissioner for the job well done. There in a short possible time, he has done transmitted of good job well done.
Mm-hmm.
He very much innovative, creative. He get the young people backing. I know he can do better than what he has started. Thank you very much.
Thank you so kindly. Cool. You can continue, Commissioner.
Okay, I want to say thank you to all of the many callers for your commendation, statement of support, and your suggestion. For those of you who were giving suggestion, I knew we were going to have some, so I have my team sitting on the outside in the waiting room, and they are taking record of those suggestions, because we are open to as many suggestions as possible. And my brother Josiah from Peace Island, please, my office is open to every member of the township. Before I leave, I will announce my number on this radio, so that if you want to see me, you call me, you come to the office, bring your suggestion, bring your ideas. If you have issues in your community, we can work together to solve them. Abdullah, drugs is a very serious issue. We cannot wait. We need to start acting now. Every idea that you have, you need to come. Let's sit down together, put a plan together, so we start to engage the issue of drugs now. We need to start providing information to the young people. School will open very soon. We need to put a plan together to engage the high schools, talk to the students, go to the church, go to the community, talk to the young people, go to the very tea shops where they sit sometimes, find programs and other activities that will distract them. They need to be distracted. Rio spoke about Bolivar. I want to say to you, normally, when you want to do these things and you know that it will affect people, you need to look at those people who will be affected. Find a transitional plan for them. You don't take people by surprise. That is the reason why sometimes some of the policies we want to implement come back at us. So we are gradually engaging. We are trying to secure suitable spots. Once we find them, we are already started lobbying with some of the influential people, some of the prominent people. Once we find a suitable spot where these people can do their business and clear that place, we are going to do that. But we need to take into consideration their transitional time. We don't want to take them by surprise. So we are working along with them. They are working along with us. We make sure to solve that problem. But in the meantime, we need to make sure to keep that place clean so that if it continue to be a fair slave. And Winston talk about staying away from politics. Brother, this is not a time for politics. We are now delivering on government policies, programs, and plans. We don't have time for politics now. I don't pay attention to politics. You go to my Facebook, I don't post a lot. I have a responsibility that is huge that I need to pay attention to. I'm not going to get involved with anything that will distract me. I want to pay attention to succeeding in the township of Congo Town. I want to make sure that the people of township of Congo Town start being proud of that township. People of Congo Town, I want to say thank you very much for your support. You have been supportive. You have been supportive from the day of my nomination to in fact, the confirmation hearing, there was a big issue. In fact, the people said they were angry. We said we wanted to go to that place plenty. So, everybody wanted to go there to show support, but everybody could not go. Now we have the opportunity now to work together so that we deliver on some of the plans that the township turned 100 years this year. I want to say to you all, we need to start thinking about celebrating the township centenary. During that celebration, I want us to work together to launch the construction of a multi-purpose complex that will host the office of the township, administrative office of the township.
That's innovation.
We are going to use that program. So I need everybody to work along with me. If you have suggestions, call me. Let's work together. The office is open. The office is open. Come there. That is your office.
It's comfortable now. So
yeah, the office is open. In fact, we are working on putting air conditioning in the conference room now. So when you come, you will start feeling cozy like the way I'm feeling in the Punch FM studio right now. So we are going to make sure that place will be conducive to host residents of the township. Let's come there. Let's discuss Congo Town. Let's make Congo Town great again. And for the promise I made, my numbers are 0770 21 68 68. That is the number I've been using for very, very long time. I'm not going to change it. It will be on all the time. You call, I will answer your call. If I don't answer, that means I'm either not in the space to answer, but I will return your call. Thank you very much. I look forward to your continued support, and let's join hands together, because together we can achieve the best in the interest of the country and the people of Congo Town. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly. The voice of the party voice of the Honorable Enterprising Young Commissioner of the Township of Congo Town, Honorable Edward Horton Lahai. Thanks so kindly for accepting our invite to join us on the midweek July 10, 2024 presentation of The Viewpoint of Punch 106.7 FM and Punch TV Live. Thanks for your calls. Thanks as well for listening. We'll be back tomorrow, Thursday, July 11, for another fascinating and intriguing edition on The Viewpoint on Punch 106.7 FM and Punch TV Live.
We are going to make sure that we open this country for development. You can say what you may, but you can live more than that.